we are here in our third lesson, Yes We Can by Barack Obama, Part 1. So before starting our lesson, let's know about the author. About the Barack Hussein Obama II, born in 1961, is the 44th President of the United States, the first African American to hold the office. Now this is very important. If you know the history of black and white there, you should know that how big for a person who is black to win a presidential election in America. Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, to an English mother, Stanley and Denham, and Kenyan father, Barack Obama. Sir Obama spent his early childhood in Indonesia with his mother and stepfather until he moved to Honolulu along with his mother and half-sister Maya Soetoro to live with his maternal grandparents. This is the history of his family life. They can ask in exam what are the name of their parents and where he born, etc. Obama is a graduate of Columbia University and Harvard Law School, where he was president of the Harvard Law Review. He was a community organizer in Chicago before earning his law degree. He was worked as a civil rights attorney in Chicago and taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School from 1992 to 2004, running unsuccessfully for the United States House of Representatives in 2000. So in this paragraph, we have the background history of his parents, then background history of his education, and then starting of his career as a politician. He was elected to the Senate in 2004 and served as a senator from January 2005 November 2008. He was elected the Democratic nominee for president after the campaign against Hillary Rodham Clinton. He defeated Republican nominee John McCain in the general election and was inaugurated as president on 20 January 2009. That is the date of a historical moment when he was elected. Obama received the Nobel Prize in 2009. They can ask you that what Nobel Prize he has won or when he has won this Nobel Prize. He was re-elected president after defeating Mitt Romney and was sworn in for a second term on 20 January 2013. Obama has published Dreams from My Father, published in 1995, The Audacity of Hope, 2006, Change We Can Believe In, 2008, and Of Thee I Sing, 2010. You have to remember the name of the books. They are the good options for MCQs. Obama is married to Michelle Robinson since 1992 and they have two daughters, Melia Ann and Natasha. So, after completing about the author, let's know about the speech. The following is the text of Barack Obama's inaugural address to the nation when he was sworn in as President of the United States of America in 2009. So whatever you are learning in this lesson is actually a speech when Obama delivered when he was elected, and in his inaugural program he has delivered it in 2009, 20 January. Obama's victory in the general election was a historical occasion for America, as he was the first Afro-American to be elected to the highest office. So, he was the first African or first black American who got the higher position in the White House. All his predecessors were white men. The presidential election was considered a moment of transition for America, and the 44th president was faced with the deep economic recession, the unfinished war in Iraq, and the presence of US troops in Afghanistan. It suggests that when he was elected, what kind of crisis, what kind of international problems America at the time was facing. Obama's address to the nation appeals to the people's sense of history and national pride with references to the American history of Civil War, the sacrifices of the people to obtain and safeguard American independence, and the obligation of slavery under Abraham Lincoln's leadership. America has a long civil war faced by the people. America, it has civil wars about the black and white, and the war with red Indians and others. For this fight for the equal rights, Abraham Lincoln has done so much fights. Significantly, 2009 was the year that America was celebrating the bicentennial 200th birthday of Lincoln. It was coincidentally, significantly, that in 2009 that was the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. In the speech that lasted minutes, Obama focused on the need for the government to be accountable and the American people to take responsibility to solve the problem faced by the country. So in this speech, which lasted for 21 minutes, he is suggesting that what government should do, what government will do, and what are the duties of the American people. He referred to the American legacy of liberty and equality, the nation's ancestors and the founding documents, promising to stay loyal to the tradition. He mentioning that how the history of America is full of liberty and equality and why they should mention it in future too. He laid emphasis on the values of honesty, courage, tolerance and patriotism. These are the values he is focusing there. In previous lesson, you just learned that what are the American value system or what are the value system. So, some kind of you will see the effect of that lesson here too. He spoke about the religious diversity of American people as a strong point of the country. He concluded the speech by urging people to participate in the revival of America by overcoming the present crisis on various fronts with the spirit of sacrifice displayed by the Americans of past generation. He is evoking to American people that they should get together and should fight against whatever crisis America facing right now, because not only government can do, but the people of the country should take part in it. Their support is must need if a country has to be rise. So he is saying the speech in which he is suggesting them to get the strong and get the country strong. Now let's start the lesson. Yes, we can. Fellow citizens, I stand here today humbled by the task before us, grateful for the trust you have bestowed, mindful of the sacrifices borne by our ancestors. So, in the beginning, when he started his speech, he humbly thanked the people who elected him. I thank President Bush for his service to our nation, as well as generosity and cooperation he has shown throughout this transition. Before Obama, George Bush was the president. He is mentioning here him. 44 Americans have now taken the presidential oath. The word have been spoken during rising tides of prosperity and the still water of peace. So he is the 44th president, so 44th American who took the presidential oath, and so much water has gone far and America has done some prosperity. Is saying that yet every so often the oath is taken gathering clouds and raging storm, but whenever the oath has taken, always the time when the America has faced something, was facing the crisis something, or at these movements, America has carried not simply because of the skill or vision of the high office, but because we people have remained faithful to the idea of our forebears and true of our founding documents. So, he is saying that there was always so many crises and troubles problem America has faced, but not only by the effort of government, but by the people who remained faithful to the country. Also, the founding documents, they have done so many things that America is become a powerful nation in the world, because government cannot do alone it. People has to take part in it. That is the problem I think India is facing right now. That we seems united, but when something had happened, we suddenly become get separated. We have to overcome it. So it has been. It must be with this generation of Americans that we are in the midst of crisis is now well understood. That this generation is well aware that we are amidst the crisis. We are not hiding it or avoiding it. Our nation is at war against a far-reaching network of violence and hatred. Our economy is badly weakened, consequence of greed and responsibility on the part of some, but also our collective failure to make hard choices and prepare the nation for the new age. So he's saying about how the nation is facing the problems, that the violence they just has faced, they faced the violence. If you remember that the 9/11 bomb blast and the hatred or the their problem with the Muslim country, he is mentioning here. Other what America is facing in America, he also mentioning that homes have been lost, jobs shared, business shuttered, our health care is too costly, our school failed too many. Each day brings further evidence that the way we use energy strengthen our adversaries and threaten our planet. I think why this speech is very famous, because here president is not trying to hide the problems. He is actually exposing them, because if it get be exposed, then only it can be then it can be removed, it can be healed, it can be solved. If the government will not focus on that, nothing can be done here. In last lecture, we saw how Narayan Murthy said that he suggested so many problems, but nothing had been done. Neither government, neither people, nor the people with power has done anything for it. These are the indicator of crisis, subject to data and statistics. Less measurable but no less profound is a shaping of confidence across our land, nagging fear that America's decline is inevitable and that the next generation must lower its sights. So, America is a higher power in the country. But when Obama was elected, so many things was happening the time. It was inevitable that America will collapse. So he's suggesting that it seems that it can happen, but then he will suggest that how it can be avoided, how they can again emerge as a high power. So here is our lecture is completed. What he further suggesting, what other crises he will mention, we will see in the further lecture. Till now we will see the question answers. So the first question is, describe educational journey of Barack Obama. So He has done his graduation from Columbia University, Harvard Law School, and he was the president of a Harvard Law Review. And he worked as a civil rights attorney. etc. are his educational a part of his educational journey. Describe political journey of Barack Obama. So as I was just mentioned, he worked as a civil rights attorney in Chicago and taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School from 1992 to 2004. He was elected to the US Senate in 2004 and served as Senate from January 2005 to November 8. Then he was elected as a president in 2009 and again in 2013. So you just write the whole things down. Write down the note about the present speech. That this speech which we have in the book is actually Barack Obama's inaugural address to the nation when he was sworn in as President of the United States of America in 2009. Next, what is historical about the winning of Barack Obama in election? Why? Because Barack Obama is the first African American who got any kind of a higher position in a White House, because there is a very bad history that very brutally black people or African people treated in America. Even just few weeks ago, we are getting the news that how a black man was killed by the police. So it is still going on, but it has a long history. So it was very historical movement that the people full of grudge about the black people, a black person gets the higher authority of the president in that time. What important message the speech gives? Here he mentions that how America has facing the problem, also suggesting the role of people to save the country from the crisis, and he also mentioning different crises and how they can overcome the problems. So the speech gives a very optimistic view about a country who is on the verge to be inevitable collapse, but he gives the motivation, inspiration to people, and after that America became again a high power. So the speech has a very historical value. What crises were America facing during the time Obama elected? In his speech, he is mentioning various crises as how in their country homes have been lost and jobs shed, business shuttered, and their health care was too costly, and then school were shut down, and how they were facing the wars from Iraq and Afghanistan and different kinds of other crises. So from outer and from the inside, they're facing so much troubles from everywhere. So he was mentioning that again. He also suggests that how they will overcome it. So how they will overcome it, he will suggest in the next lecture. Till now, write your answer and send it.